Hi, I'm Tim Morissette, first team real estate broker. Today we're talking about getting your house ready to be shown, to put on the market. And so what do you do? What simple things can you do to make that happen? And so first of all, let's look at the curb appeal. Curb appeal means a lot to people because people drive around and they see houses and they envision themselves buying and living in this cute house. So landscaping is important. Trim your trees, trim your bushes, edge everything, make everything clean. Get rid of the weeds. The most important thing you can do to your front yard is put down bark and flowers. Bark and flowers is like eyeliner and lipstick on a woman. It just makes what you have all that much more beautiful. So when you go to the Home Depot, you get the brown redwood bark. Not the red colored bark or the black colored bark, but the brown nugget type barks. They're, it's like $4 for a bag, and the bags, you need to get 20 or 30 of the bags for the front yard. I suggest the more the merrier. Make it 2 inches thick out in front, and get about 3 flats of flowers out front. Depending upon the season that you're in, we're coming in the spring. Pansies look really good and they add a lot of color. Don't get the 6-pack containers. Go ahead and splurge and get the 4-inch packs because it's going to give color. You want immediate color. We're going to sell your house in a couple weeks, not a couple months. So we want everything to look good right now. And when you put down the flowers, put down half the flowers you plant are going to die for one reason or another. And so, buy, a flat of flowers costs under $20. And so buy 4 or 5 flats and stick them in there. Make a big impression with the flowers as you're lining the walkway with the bark, and you've hedged everything and it looks clean. That's important. Now we go to the front door. The front door, most of our front doors are old and faded, and the hardware is rusted, and it looks lousy typically. And so what you want to do is when people walk up to the front door, they want to see a brand new front door. It's shining. The hardware is clean and nice. When people see that, it's a first impression, okay? And first impressions are important. So make your front door look appealing. Paint it, paint the trim around it, get new hardware in there, and it'll make a big difference. Now we're walking into the house. I'd always say clean your carpet and clean your windows, and declutter. And so I'm not a fan of rugs in a house. And so if you got rugs at the walkway, as you go into the house, you got rugs in the kitchen, get rid of those rugs. They might be good while you're living there, but we are marketing the house. We're not living in it now. We're going to be selling this house in a short period of time. We want it to look as best as possible. And so we've got to declutter, and we've got to make your 2,000 square foot home look like a 2,500 square foot home by getting rid of things that you have in your house. And so we all accumulate a lot of stuff, and things are given to us from relatives. Put it in the garage, get rid of it, okay? We want to minimize the house. The less is more when selling the house. So get rid of extra furniture that you don't need. Clutter. In the kitchen, if you got rugs down in front of the sink that you're comfortable with, get rid of those. If you've got a bread maker on the counter, get rid of that. If you make bread once a month, boom, underneath the counter in the garage. The garage can be full of boxes and items. Who cares, okay? It's the inside of the house that we want to look clean and nice. So get rid of the bread maker, the toaster. If you make coffee every day, hey, keep the coffee machine up. Put some candles out, air fresheners, especially if you have pets, because as a pet owner, we don't smell our own pets, but somebody coming in who doesn't have a pet does smell it. And you don't want to have anybody saying, oh, I don't like the house because of the way it smells like a dog or a cat, and they just get turned off by it. So get some of those plug-in air fresheners that have like a little fan on them. Put a couple downstairs, a couple upstairs. If you have cats and you have the cat box, put that away somewhere. Get it out of the house if you can. You want to eliminate smells and odors. Another thing is in a family room, you might have a rug in the family room, where the couches are and the dining room table is. That's fine. But any other rugs, runners, things like that, get rid of them because you want people to see the flooring, and the rugs will hide the flooring, and I believe they cut up the house. And so I eliminate rugs. Now we're upstairs and we're in the master bedroom and the bathrooms. And I go into some people's bathrooms and they just got a lot of clutter on the vanities. Get rid of all that stuff. Get rid of the toothbrush and the hair dryer and all the makeup. Try to put it away. Put it in boxes. Again, if you do it right, you're going to be selling your house in the first 2 or 3 weeks. And so it's a little bit of an inconvenience, but it'll make it work well for you. So get rid of the clutter in the bathrooms. Get rid of the, don't have towels laying around. Put everything away. Clean out the closets, organize it, put the shoes away, put a couple air fresheners in the closets. I walk into a lot of closets and they just stink. And so putting an air freshener in there, the nicer the house smells. You know, we are people that live on senses. The sight, smells, it all affects us. And so when people walk out of your house, you want them feeling good about your house. Hey, that house smelled good. Believe it or not, it works. Toys. You go in a lot of children's bedrooms and they've got, you know, Barbie kitchen and, you know, Legos laying all over the place. Tell the kids, listen, you know, limit them to just a few toys. You still got to make them happy. But the rest of it in the garage, in boxes, you just say, hey, listen, honey, you know, mommy and daddy, we're going to be moving to a nicer home. We're moving to Florida or into a bigger home with a pool, whatever the excuse is. And just say, for a short period of time, your toys are going to be boxed up. But once we get into a nicer, newer home, you know, you got to sell the kids on it too. So the backyard, you know, put everything away. If you have a garden, hey, plant some vegetables. I like saying we have a victory garden. I'm a gardener myself. And so if you have a garden area, plant some local, you know, some seasonal vegetables. Make it look nice and appealing for people. Put some, you know, get some basil and cilantro or tomatoes. Those are easy things to plant. Again, we put the bark back in the backyard too. A lot of bark. Bark will hide a lot of neglected gardening areas. So we've taken care of the front of the yard. We've taken care of the inside, decluttered, cleaned, got rid of things. We've got some air fresheners in the house. Clean up the kitchen, clean up the bathrooms, countertops, vacuumed. We've cleaned the carpets, cleaned the windows, clean up the backyard, make it appealing, make it, you know, look nice. If you've got old furniture with ratty covers, get rid of them. If you need to go down to, you know, some department store and you could buy a patio set for under $300 or something like that, put that out there, make it an inviting area, and you'll be set to get your house sold in a quick period of time and for the most amount of money, and you'll be happy. Thanks.